So what really separates the top 1% from literally everyone else? I'll give you a hint. It isn't the money, it's not the status, it is a fundamental shift in how they think. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what that mindset is and how you can make it your own.
So let's just start with the really direct question, okay? Haven't you lived in this place long enough? You know the place I'm talking about. It's called doubt, fear, mediocrity, uncertainty. I mean, haven't you been broke or broken or just plain demoralized for long enough? It's a tough question, I get it, but it is absolutely where we have to begin.
Because here's the cold, hard truth. Life does not wait for you to feel ready. That one life-changing opportunity, the promotion, the big deal, the single moment that could change everything for you and your family, it could be just around the corner, maybe 6 months away. The only question is, when it knocks on your door, will you be prepared to answer it?
And this brings us to the first major hurdle most people never get past, the trap of average. It's this passive state of being, just waiting for the phone to ring, waiting for someone else to give you a shot. It's this belief that opportunity is something that just happens to you, not something that you go out and create.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it all. We love to think the barriers are outside of us, right? Our background, where we went to school, how much money we have. But those aren't the real walls. The true barrier is the mindset you bring to those circumstances. So, how do you break through that wall? Well, it all starts with this one single pivotal moment. I call it the ownership shift. This is the conscious, deliberate decision to stop being a victim of your life story and start being the creator of your own destiny.
Let's be really clear about what this means. The victim mindset is always saying, oh, it's my parents' fault, or it's my boss's fault, or the system is rigged against me. And hey, maybe some of that is even true. But the second you blame someone or something else, you've just handed them the keys to your car. You're literally saying they are in control of your future, not you. You've given away all your power.
This is the turning point, and man, it is not easy. Taking ownership means looking yourself dead in the eye, in the mirror, seeing all the mistakes, all the blown opportunities, and taking full 100% responsibility. It's this moment of painful but incredibly powerful self-accountability. So this path to ownership really breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, you have to acknowledge it. In every failed relationship, every lost job, every bad situation, you are the common denominator. Second, you have to correct. You take responsibility. You literally apologize to yourself for letting yourself down. And then third, and this is the most important part, you advance. You stop looking in the rearview mirror and you ask the only question that matters. Okay, now what are we going to do?
Okay, so once you make that mental shift, your actions have to follow. Now we're talking about preparing before the opportunity even shows up. It's about building the habits that make success almost inevitable.
Think about it like an athlete. A pro basketball player doesn't show up on game day to practice his free throws. No way! He's already taken thousands and thousands of shots in an empty gym when no one was watching. The game is the performance. It's not the practice. It is exactly the same for your life and your career. When your big moment arrives, you can't be practicing. You have to be ready to perform.
This is the great equalizer, isn't it? Rich or poor, doesn't matter where you're from, we all get the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is, the 1% command their time. They are absolutely obsessed with routine, leaving zero gaps for distraction or wasted energy to creep in.
So these are the core habits, right? It's that obsession with routine we just talked about. It's ruthlessly eliminating time wasted scrolling on your phone. It's studying your craft like your life depends on it. And this last one is huge. It's learning the language of success. It means knowing how to talk in a meeting, how to frame a proposal, how to negotiate a contract. It's about understanding how people at the top think and communicate so you can play on their level.
All right, so let's put it all together and really define this 1% mindset. And it is so critical that you get this. This is not a financial bracket. It has nothing to do with the car you drive. It's a philosophy. It is all about the person you must become in order to achieve extraordinary things.
I mean, just look at the contrast here. It's night and day. The 99% waits for things to happen. The 1% creates their own luck. One has a victim mindset, the other an ownership mindset. One wastes time, the other obsesses over every single minute. These are 2 completely different operating systems for life. So what's the fuel? What gets the 1% through all that grinding and sacrifice? It's vision. It's this ability to see the finished product, to see the goal as already achieved before you've even taken the first step.
It's what lets you push through the pain and rejection of today, because you have absolute crystal clarity on the reward of tomorrow.
And that vision is backed by this kind of unshakable self-belief. Now, this isn't arrogance. It's a deep internal conviction that you are built for more, that you have a duty to yourself not to settle for an average life. It's a flat-out refusal to bow down to being ordinary.
So, this is it. This is your invitation. It's an invitation to step out of the 99% and into the 1%. This is your personal call to action, to consciously decide right here, right now, to change your destiny. And that brings us to the single most important question you can possibly ask yourself. After hearing all of this, why not you? Seriously, why can't you be the one to break the cycle in your family? Why can't you be the one to build the dynasty? Why can't you be the one that actually makes history? Why not you?
Because here's the truth. You have what it takes. You are absolutely talented enough. You are hungry enough. You wouldn't even be listening to this if you weren't. The only thing missing, the only thing separating where you are right now from where you want to be is a decision. A firm, concrete, no turning back decision that enough is enough. But you have to understand that this decision comes with a price, and it's a steep one. The new life that you want, the successful person you want to become, it's going to cost you your old life. It will cost you your bad habits, maybe some of your old friends, your comfort zone, and all of your excuses. You have to be willing to let go of who you are right now to become who you are meant to be.
So we're going to end with this final question, because today's pain is tomorrow's power. Success always requires an investment, a sacrifice. So the question is, what are you willing to pay to get to where you want to go?